Hey, Michael Alago, stop fucking playing games with me. It's Joe and Puma.
Hey.
To get lost on those dark streets that lead nowhere except to low-rent hotels out by the airport. So anonymous, you'd never find them again. And as always, you're ambivalent. Not sure if you want me or her or maybe him. Even low-rent hotels cost more than we're worth. Inevitably, we move to cars parking alongside fire hydrants, hiding impotently beneath trees. Watching you unzip is the best part. We don't believe in afterwards. A laugh, share the last drops of whiskey from the pint bottle under the sink. Drop me on the corner and hope the security guard's asleep. And there are no angels on Water Street. Just a few seraphim, invisible to most, lying quietly in the gutter. have a question for you. Do you believe in grace and madness? Do you believe in grace and madness? Do you believe in grace and madness? Yes. I'm awed by motorcycles, scared of trucks. I can't shoot pool and I wish my face hadn't changed. Maybe it was my father's high-pitched laugh or my mother's borderline ways. I rocked myself to sleep with dolls and cookies. Last night, it was Romeo Void and sex toys. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. And I'd be lying if I said it really didn't matter. And I'm sorry I didn't take better care of you. Fear thrills me. You kill me. And the blind dream in stereophonic sound, and we're all underwater. Waiting for grace. Living in madness. And sometimes I can't believe that I breathe. Drove up from the city. I'm from the Lower East Side, and this is called Where I'm From, East 10th Street Summer.
Love it.
In the summertime, someone always sets some speakers on the sill, and we dance in the coolness of the fire hydrant as sounds of Willie and Hector flood the streets. Abuelas rest their elbows on pillows on the windowsill, keeping one eye on the pots and the other eye on the street. And kids clamoring for ices call up to the window, Abuela, dame cambia. The Piragua man is here. Tamarindo, mango, papaya, cocoa, triangular cones filled with ice and sweet, sweet syrup. And Louis sells cerveza on credit. Ephraim's got the best nickel bag on the block, and every other week is Mother's Day, and everyone is happy. And we were always happy. But there was no word for homeless. Everywhere was home. Home in fifth floor walk-ups, toilets in the hall, wiring so old if you plugged in an AC, the whole block went out. Everyone was home. We were home. Marriages began and ended on front stoops. The West Village was another country. Cigarettes cost $1.50 and all the bodegas sold Lucy's. Families beat the heat by sleeping on rooftops. Kids tied to their waists with clotheslines. And everywhere was home. We were always home. And we might have seemed hard, and we might have seemed tough, but if a kid stumbled on a crack in the sidewalk, 100 hands reached out because we were all home. And nobody was homeless. There was no word for homeless. We were always home. Beginning on grand, tall skinny girls and yogurt stands, pop-up galleries, yogurt stands, End of the world, beginning on Grand. Village, it's the Lower East Side, where my father was born, where my grandmother died. She was coming up the steps on East Broadway, never made it to the top. I pass it every day. Now my kids can't live where they used to play. The old are gone and the new have their way. The end of the world, beginning on ground. Pop-up galleries, yoga stands, tall skinny girls and indie bands. End of the world, beginning on ground. Born on Avenue C. We always lived east of the DMZ. I caught my bags on the mighty D when Avenue B was the place to be. Avenue B was the place to be. Now there's a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street. It used to be a place where the junkies meet, and you better come correct or you're gonna get beat. Now there's a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street. A Holiday Inn on Delancey Street.
You're lying. There's no Holiday Inn.
And it's not the East Village, it's the Lower East Side. My mother was born where my grandmother died. Friday processions and Chinese French fries. Project, bodegas, speakers on the sill, birthday parties on the street. Kids in wheelchairs, fire drills. And it's the start of a new world, beginning on grounds. Forget about the girls and their yoga stands and the tall skinny kids and their indie bands, cause we gotta build a new world beginning on grand. We gotta build a new world beginning on grand. We're building a new world beginning on grand. I wasn't gonna do this one because of what you said. It's called Holiday Inn, because there is indeed a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else. My grandmother actually did die coming up the steps on East Broadway. And I was walking up those steps the other day and I said, fuck man, I'm gonna die just like my grandmother. They're no better, there's no escalator there. Okay, this is called Holiday Inn.
No way.
There's a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street. Can't find parking on Avenue D. And this is not a rant. This is not, oh boo-hoo, the city has changed. Bye-bye Blinker Bob, pizza box at J and R go away. Blue buildings come back, garbage strike. No, it's not any of that. There's a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street. Can't find parking on Avenue D. I don't remember what was once on that corner. Maybe it was the children's store with the clothing so cheaply made that a red polka dot dress I bought my daughter for her birthday burst into flames in the dryer and burnt up all her little pink and white socks and blankets. Who goes to a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street? It's at the foot of the Williamsburg Bridge where the methadone clinic patients drink extra sweet coffee with 7 sugars, eat donuts, and carry the Daily News under their arms still. Now once, the only cars on Avenue D were up on blocks. We walked through there coming from the daycare center the same year the clothes burned. My daughter learned how to climb steps on the bandshell in Tompkins Square Park, said the word water for the first time at the pool, and we'd ride the F train to Coney Island and she'd scream, "See water!" as we pulled into Stillwell Avenue. But other than that, it was a very bad year. But at least there were no Holiday Inns on Delancey Street. And if I had a car, I could have parked it on Avenue D, kept the tires if I gave a drug addict a ride or two, and maybe driven out to Coney Island with my daughter yelling, "See water," as we crossed the bridge, and maybe it would have been a better year. But this year, it wasn't so bad at all. I drove my car to Coney Island. My clothes are not on fire. Yeah, there's a Holiday Inn on Delancey Street, and I can't find parking on Avenue D. So I circle slowly around the neighborhood, and eventually, I go home. Do one more, and then maybe Joe will close with a song for us. How's that sound? Shoes is still untied, and I trip in and out of people's lives. Intimacy is random as a taxi cab. I am a broken basket. Don't put your eggs in me. And like Bowie's girl, I prefer to stay in my room, and my eyes are gray sometimes. It's always sometimes. It's never forever. And my hands are not my hands. The right one, evenly tanned. On the left, a ring made from a fork. I don't remember where I got it or how it wrapped itself around me. I don't remember names, places, birthdays, or my children's first words. But I remember this morning. I remember this morning. Keys on the coffee table. English muffin, butter melting. Hot cup in the car. Lou Reed. Sweet Jane. And lives like pennies, collected and spent. And I made a pact. I made a pact to live until I die by hands other than my own. So what in the world can I do? My shoes are still untied. I trip in and out of people's lives. Intimacy is random as a taxi cab. Like Bowie's girl, I stay in my room. My eyes are gray sometimes. It's always sometimes. It's never forever. And lives collected like pennies. But I made a pact to live. I made a pact to live. I made a pact to live. Not tonight.